Yeah, this is Tim Warp with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you guys as promised. I'm going to try and keep it as short and sweet as I possibly can for you and not let this video run too long. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm going to go ahead and type in roofing Cedar Rapids IA into a Google search. And this is going to give me, a generation of companies that Google is recommending for me to use for a roofing company, right? And people are going to type this in differently: roofing contractors, roofer, whatever it may be. We just want to get on the first page for as many of these different buyer intent keywords as possible, okay? Because these keywords have buyer intent behind them, because this is somebody searching for a service you guys provide within an area that you provide it. Now, with that being said, we see a handful of companies, including yourself, running these Google guaranteed ads. Now, this is definitely a great option, especially if you're looking to generate yourself as leads for a certain, type of service in a certain location. Now, generally, a lot of people are going to instantly disregard these because they want to pick somebody that's ranking organically. It just seems more credible to them. Okay, but it should be generating you some definite leads, right? Now, again, ranking organically is definitely going to be the best long-term option. And you can do that two different ways in Cedar Rapids for your company here, since this is where your office is at. You can do that through a business profile or through a website. Okay. Now, your website can also rank for any other area that you may please within Iowa, or wherever else you guys do work. So if you wanted to kind of get some leads up in Waterloo or Iowa City, even on your eastern um, section here of the state as well, you could do that. So any other area your guys' website can actually help you out at if you start building service area pages within your website. Okay. Now, a business profile is definitely crucial for that first 5 to 10 mile radius outside of your actual office location. Because if somebody's typing in roofing near me, this is where you would actually be generated up, or for any of the other services that you provide, like concrete or masonry or deck building, whatever it is, you want to be able to pop up on people's top three here, right? Because the top three is going to get the most clicks, so nobody's having to hit more buttons to find you. Okay. Now, also, we can see Darnell Construction is going to be one of your top competitors when it comes to roofing for their website in Cedar Rapids. So I did pull up their website to take a look at in just a second as well. So your guys' homepage, let's go ahead and do a quick scroll through and kind of look at a few things. So we got the footer here with the Facebook linked. We got some customer reviews. I got these pop-ups of your guys' Google profile popping up. The live chat was getting to me as well. Let's see here. So a little bit about the company, the different interlinkings to the different types of services you guys provide, and then a little section of content here. And then what I really like is this request of estimate button up here. And you should probably have that through the actual page itself as well, because these are considered to be call to action buttons. And what they do is they help convert people that come into your website into reaching out to you, which is what you eventually want from those people that come into your website, right? So now, if I take a look at the actual content that's on here, generally Google's going to want to see at least a bare minimum of 500 words of content. Probably up to 1,000 is a good sweet spot. And I say this because you're going to allow yourselves to input keywords within that content and actually start to rank for keywords and index for keywords without Google having to do some of the guesswork for you, okay? If you can take that away and make it super streamlined for Google to rank for you, or for Google to rank you, then it'll be much easier for them to be able to do that, okay? And you do that by getting keywords within your content, within the actual images on your website, within the title pages of your website, all these different ways, okay? And that's what we consider to be our on-page SEO, which is optimizing our website for a Google search, okay? Now, with keywords within your content, you also don't want to overstuff them. So generally, a rule of thumb is about every 150 words of content, you can have a keyword placed within it without overstuffing, okay? And that's one thing I want to take a look at here just right off the bat, right? So your title of your homepage is Home Cutter Construction LLC, right? You can see that where I'm hovering this tab. Now, if we take a look at Darnell, theirs is actually targeting a keyword, right? Roofing contractor, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Darnell Construction, okay? Now, there's where you can see right off the bat, they're also targeting it here, roofing contractors in Cedar Rapids, right? And their this is what we consider an H tag, so a header of your website. They have that request an estimate button through the page, also in their sticky header. They have their other pages linked throughout. They have a contact us, and a little video at the bottom as well, but we can see they aren't really up to the standards of the amount of content that they should have either. Okay, so this is one way instantly that you can beat out your top competitor. Now, what I would also do at this point too is probably build out a blog within your website, because this is really going to help push relevant content to your website every single month to push you again above your competitors. Okay, and this will also help keep people within your website a little bit longer, which in return helps your rankings with Google as well. So if we come over and finish this video out on this paid program called Ahrefs, it's going to give me this dashboard of numbers that we can kind of take a quick little fiddle through. So right off the bat, the 3.2 and the 7 is your strength and trust ratings that Google has for your particular website. And it's ranked out of 100. So you haven't built up that much trust yet. Now, I really want you to hit a benchmark of about 30 and above for each of those. We can consider you pretty darn powerful at that point. That being said, you still need to build out plenty of strength and trust within Google. And you do that through backlinks, which is going to be any clickable text or image linking one website to another. And these are all held within different referring domains. Now, referring domain, you want to be as authoritative as possible, meaning they're already going to have high strength and trust within Google. So once you do acquire that backlink from them, it's going to help your ratings in return increase. And then we can see the keywords you are indexing for is right around 100, which is pretty darn good, I would say. And then you're bringing in right around the same amount per traffic, so right around 100 there as well. So I went ahead and I clicked on the keywords because I wanted to see where you're getting most of your traffic from. And we can see it's for deck builder Cedar Rapids. So there's 100 search volume there, but you guys are doing really well position-wise. You're right at the top of the page. So you're getting 40% of that volume is traffic, right? Which is super good. And then we get your guys' company name with Cedar Rapids. Again, these are going to be people who you already have in your back pocket. So not really any extra generation of leads there. But then you have patio contractors, decks, Cedar Rapids again, concrete contractors. But I'm not seeing you much ranking for anything roofing wise, okay? And again, you got to kind of pick through and figure out what do you want to be, some of your top services that you can generate leads through, so on and so forth, okay? So, if Dex is going to be one of your major things, then you're doing a great job for deck lead building, okay? Because you have, Cedar Rapids, so you're getting about 46 people into the website every month through, deck buyer intent keywords, and you should be generating about 30% of that traffic as a lead for your company. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're getting around 15 leads per month for decks within Cedar Rapids, okay? And that's on an average. Not every single month is going to be 15. Some may be a little bit higher, some may be a little bit lower, but that should be about the average, okay? Because that's industry standard. Now, if you are a little bit lower than that, then it's probably having to do with something about converting somebody that comes into your website into actually reaching out to you, okay? Now, let's go ahead and take a look at Darnell. We can see their strength and trust is a little bit higher, right? So the roofing industry is a little bit more competitive than some of the other services that you guys have listed within your website and that you guys provide. So you're going to want to definitely build up a lot more strength and trust so that you can beat out your top competitors through here as well. Now we can see they're indexing for not as many keywords and bringing in, closer to 160 traffic. And if we click on their keywords, we can see the roofing keywords that I'm talking about, right? Roofing Cedar Rapids, roofing company Cedar Rapids, roofers, roofing contractors, without the S, so a singular roofing contractor. And there is good search volume for Cedar Rapids too. So probably, closer to that, right around probably 800 to 1,000 for when it comes to roofing buyer intent keywords for Cedar Rapids, which should mean, if you're on the first page for most of them, like he is here, he's generating probably close to 100 traffic from that 1,000 search volume, which is right about 10%, which is what you can expect once you get on that first page of Google. And then from there, again, probably around 25 to 30 leads per month when it comes to roofing on average for Cedar Rapids. So there's where you can tell, right? And I don't know what's more high ticket, or where most of your profit's going to be able to come through to. But again, you'd be able to do this for your roofing as well. Okay, you just got to set up your on-page SEO a little bit better, and then your off-page, and build that strength and trust within Google. And you'd be able to do the absolute same thing that Darnell is for roofing, and then continue that with your other services too. So you can just, dominate as much of the construction industry within Cedar Rapids as you possibly can, right? So if you have any further questions or concerns, go ahead and feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you guys any way that I can. Even answer any questions that you may have possibly kind of brewed up through listening to me through this video, or if you had any that I just didn't quite answer, go ahead and reach out to me with that contact info down below in the email. Other than that, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.